Alright, it is time for day 4 of our Necro Gaige Recoded run. Yeah, I'd still mix that up a little bit. It is what it is. Today we're starting UVHM. We're starting it with a Conjurer build, trying to just min-max the amount of minions that we spawn. We need a couple more skill points to get back down into with claws in our right tree, which I really want to be able to get Resurrect the Dead spammed out more often. But yeah, that's the current plan. If we find shiny objects or stuff that really makes me want to change my build along the way, we'll do that. But for right now, this is kind of just what I'm feeling. So let's just get her going. Alright, so summon dude, smack dude, smack dude. Just get a bunch of dudes out preemptively is really what I want to do. They do have on the Height of Terra, so they should deal plenty of melee damage. We also buff their melee damage by even more, and then we have biodegradation, which nerfs the crap out of enemies while that kill skill's active. So our boys should be pretty thick and also just deal effectively double damage at all times. So I think we're probably pretty good. Folium. He one-shot him with the broken shield. Good job. And yeah, we are still pretty fast and deal tons of melee damage, so it's not like we're not capable of stealing or getting kills to get more DTs out, but I do want with claws still. With claws is still very, very funny for this. Yeah, they're pretty strong. If they don't get shield popped, they're kind of just still strong, but not as good. I don't know how much the Roid shield is carrying damage, to be fair, though. But, yeah. Yeah, this clearly works pretty well. How much damage does this do? An extra 50k? Okay. So, like, yeah, it definitely helps. Oleum. Okay, they missed a little bit, but that explosion has a pretty good radius, so it's fine. There is also that heat beam in middle tree, which is probably where we'll go next after we finish out our right tree. We're 2, kind of 3 points away from being done with it. So yeah, after that we'll just start going down Spray and Pray, Blazing Optics, probably just get large calibers because it's really, really strong. 1 point Necrotic, 1 point Caustic, and then rest of points in Swift to get down tree. Do whatever. I don't think I'll use Icarus, even though every DT could theoretically throw out a ball and I could shoot them all at the same time, which could actually be pretty funny. But I don't know if I want to give them like 15 skills, because then they're just juggling that instead of dealing damage. So we'll see what we do. Might give them Explosive Clap though, now that I'm thinking about it. That's kind of tempting. Okay, so none of the boys we have out now will get Explosive Clap, but any we summon after this point should be able to roll with it. It's just going to be super loud and stupid, but I think it's really funny personally, so I want to see it happen. It just staggers everybody and throws them around more than anything else. Okay, this could be funny. That's what that Nova is. It's the Height of Terra. Okay, I've seen them pop Nova a couple times. I just didn't know, I didn't remember what it was. And also, yeah, if I cared about optimal DPS, I think I would literally just run the spinning attack with no other augments. Because, oh my goodness, they just hit so much. Literally just put Rampage on, put on Elemental Equilibrium, Shared Shield, and then just spam more of them. So it would be hilarious. Just to hear them back there shuffling a kitchen drawer, dealing DPS. That's how you know it's working. I wonder if he can even spawn or if he'll spawn up there. Yeah, no, he spawned up there. Huh. Oh, they're on it. Never mind. I don't have to be worried. They're getting it. Oh, huh? Wait. Where did he... Alright, well, they got him. Wherever he went. Cool. We've potentially theory crafted some tech. So, the heat beam weapons that use Death Trap's laser benefit from amp shields, but we don't know if Death Trap's laser itself would benefit from the amp shield bonus. We might have to test something in Sanctuary when we get there, because I am curious. Okay, so, normal Death Trap. He'll get there. Unless the heat beam is reserved for mobs that he can actually walk up to in melee? Surely that's not a thing, right? Can he only laser mobs that he can melee? That's what it looks like. Is that always... Is that a thing? Did I just not know that? Yeah, because he's not doing laser on them, but he'll immediately switch back to laser for melee mobs. Hold on. Let me put on an amp shield and then summon him. Okay. Okay, he's definitely not getting buffs from the amp damage. I just had to check. You never know. But also, yeah, it looks like he's only using laser for enemies that he can melee. And if that's the only time he uses it, I'd rather him just do spin attack about it. So, yeah, I guess no using that. Interesting. Very cursed, but interesting. Okay, we got level 53 from Quest Turn in here. So we can now use with Claws. 1 point into Aerial Anarchy. And then I guess I'm just sad about Middle Tree now. But I can still just grab some stuff from it, I guess. I could just commit to the melee lifestyle for longer. With a little bit of extra DR and health and stuff. But like, we are very, very tanky in this mod. So I don't think that that's an issue. So yeah, I'll probably just grab some gun stuff so that we can just do both at the same time if we want to. Oleum. Okay, Ironclads might not care as much, but that's what the spin attack is for. Okay. Yeah, you can gas these up a little bit. Oh hey, a tubby. Alright, let's just do this. If it works, it works. That's a Dove Maelstrom. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, this tree acts weird too. If you full spec this, it is a kind of a waste of points, but also not.
Get back to the bloodshot, damn it. Try honking your way in again.
It's so loud. Honestly, do I wear any other class mod for damage? Wait a minute. Let me think about this, right? Like, theoretically, this is 125%. That's a bunch of extra fire rate. Okay, there's crit. Okay, so yeah, Jacobs would still probably be the move. But like, my god. It does buff biodegradation, which means that I am dealing a bunch of extra damage there. So like, technically that's good. That might actually be a move too. That's actually a really good amount of bully. Okay. Yeah, this is a good amount of bully. I think that if I had an adaptive strategy, I would just like be GG for ever effectively. So it's kind of tempting to go farm out dust for tubbies, which I might just do as a quick detour and then go back to playing the video game like normal. Please, please drop. It's a slugger, but like it's one. Okay, maybe. Could roll one with Dove too, though. That would probably go pretty crazy. Okay, that's a lot of damage. I mean, if I get a copyright infringement, I could run the explosive damage skill now. That's an idea. That's really, really strong. I almost want to go... we might rush story to get a roll in for minus... or no max shield. And then the Roid and health for DT. Yeah, because the extra fire rate we get while shield is down, or at least below 50, is 50%. And the swap speed is really fast. So, like... yeah, we might just have to go do that as soon as we can. Okay. Yep, let's push story a little bit more. I mean, with kill skills active, this literally just does double damage. I mean, like, you know? This is so dumb. Okay. Alright, dead traps. All you. Okay, maybe not all of them. They're kind of bad. Shock laser is never gonna carry, let's be honest. If they meleeed, that would have carried, but the laser is just not strong enough. To be fair, they were fighting a boss, but yeah, no. Unless it's like a surveyor or a rack, I don't really trust it.
It's a trap! The Hulk is not on the train. Abort the mission, soldier! You killed Wilhelm.
Yeah, okay.
Wilhelm dropped a
This is honestly a lot of fun. I know it's just a Hyperion SMG that shoots torch shots, but running this alongside just a crap ton of too much gun damage is really, really fun. This might be one of my more favorite things I've done on the character so far, even alongside all the goofy melee stuff.
We may not have found the vault key, but at least Sanctuary.
Oh, hey, a Dynamite. You know what? With all of my explosive damage buffing, maybe this will feel good. Yeah, that's pretty nice.
best thing ever!
That's fun.
Cross the river and steal a supply depot. Get Sanctuary back onto the fast travel network. I promise. Or as I'm sure that's what happened. A reminder to all Hyperion robots. All supply boxes Did you see those little supply shots? We need to steal the
It does just barely kill enemies, though. It's not like, I don't know, even a fastball. I feel like fastball does even more damage,
simple.
but it's funny.
Not at all. Eat metal, Dad! Did that thresher just eat the beacon?
I'm kind of treating this character like a Maya more than a Gaige, now that I think about it. Alright, wildlife is available, so now we should be able to go ahead and do Stalker of Stalkers. Get our Roland shield. There's Taggart's box. Alright, cool. So yeah, the Roland shield used to be bugged a little bit. Its Roid shield damage effect didn't really seem to work. But from what I'm told, it should be fine now. So we'll have to test that, of course, before we, like, really guarantee. I'm so sorry, Henry. Alright, cool. Okay, so let me just roll this a little bit and find some funny parts for it. Okay, we'll take an alkaline immune. Absolutely, that'll be fine. So, this thing, paired with hollowed shield, should theoretically just mean Giga Health Bar. And it does mean Giga Health Bar. And also, any DTs we summon from now on should just have a thick health bar as well. And Permaroid. Let's go test. And let's see. So without the Roid Shield, 111. With it on, it still says 111. Okay, so I don't think that got fixed. I'm just gonna put it out there. Right side, I can still wear it to be thick. Downside, my death traps are gonna do nothing. I'm okay with this for now. Alright, let's go. Wait, does my slag dot apply slag with necrotic touch? I guess it would, huh? Because yeah, if I speed up the game, he's just permaslagged. I didn't even think about that. That's curse. Okay. Well, that's something. Wait, is it building damage over time? No, but yes. That's so silly. Interesting. Okay. So I guess I didn't think about that, but elemental effect builds where we stack necrotic could go insane. I know I literally just got the shield for other stuff, but like, hold on, hear me out. Okay, so with just these couple skills, which is just status effect chance and damage, caustic blood for the caustic, and slag for slag, and then burning sensation on kill skill, that, I mean, that's most of our DoT application for the character entirely, but hear me out. Hold on, let me reload. Now, of course, we can't trigger the kill skill here, but yeah, he's just instantly slagged. And it keeps trying to reapply itself. The damage value is not moving at all, but it is funny that we can just permanently slag an enemy now. How strong is that? Hold on, let's find a dude. Alright, he's slagged. I mean, he basically just has sickness now. He's just permanently screwed. He will eventually die. I have a poison build now. I am a plague character. Literally just apply your slag and then just keep walking. They will eventually fall over. Oh, and then if you buffed a turtle up... Ooh. I didn't think about this. Okay, so yeah, we're just a plague carrier now. I kind of wish I had Blight Phoenix. I could just walk through packs and just dot them up and then just carry on. We do appear to be getting lifesteal as well from our lifesteal skill on the dots. So now we can just tag dude, walk away. We could have an entirely passive playstyle with retaliation. Wait a minute. I need more skill points for this build. It can apply slag to them, though. It seems like the slag is definitely based off of how much damage you hit them with. I need a thick boy. It is based off of initial damage dealt. Oh. So, with claws, poison ticks. I'm playing werewolf from Diablo 2 right now. This is a rabies build. We have found rabies in Borderlands 2. Alright, I'm never using retaliation if I'm using a melee build, because I know that it can proc necrotic and then just deal an insane dot. Oh, buddy. That's super cool. And then it has a chance to reproc on itself too, so like, you know... Hold on. That's insane. I need an enemy with a big health bar and that doesn't actually become immune to dots. That's so funny. That's so cool. Okay. Yeah, we'll develop on that more later. I still kind of want to do my gun build. I kind of want to switch over to a rabies build now, but like, we'll wait, I guess. I need a way to deal aura damage, or to just quickly tag mobs and keep walking. Also, don't forget we can summon infinite death traps once again. Gotta do it. I'm having more fun just testing out the build than actually doing the normal playstyle. Who needs to do the gameplay loop when half of it's more fun? Alright, they're not getting him that well. So funny SMG. If he can get around the death traps. There we go. There we go. No problem.
This won't hurt, I promise.
That is so loud. Oh no. Oh, I can't afford it. Good, honestly. I kind of want it anyway. Hold on, let's scrounge up money. Alright, get in here. So, you know, just have this. It deals explosive, we buff it. Nice. Yep, we can do this too now. Recruit that into some combat. Watch it immediately give us max stacks, and also we've applied necrotic to a bunch of enemies, so they're just gonna slowly rot to death. I could help it along. We have a bunch of reload speed from that skill now. I mean, yeah. Yeah, that seems to work pretty good. We can just keep the shield on regardless of what build we use, because we do benefit greatly from the fire rate provided by having a lower shield, and then also we are just thick with hollow shield. I could probably put a point in fortitude. I could afford to lose a skill point or two here and there, but like we become thick very, very easily on this character. I've never heard them yell purple nurple before blowing up. That's how much I pay attention, I guess, but like, man, that's a new one. How strong is Kneecapper right now, anyway? Without a proper build. Still, like, commendably strong for being a level 36. Or, sorry, 31? Yeah, level 31. Seems good. Oh, okay, so I was wrong. Kneecapper just does the player's damage. Or at least scales with the player. So, literally just pick one up whenever, and then just never replace it. Effectively. Hello, boss. Ow, my ears. Okay, cool. Boss down. Feels good. Please give me loot, though. You know, Lead Sprinkler is pretty funny. I might be able to get some use out of it. Okay. And it rolled Dove. Oh no. Okay, we have a Jacob's Loyalist class mod on. This is just to get Mind Flayer for crit, a bunch of reload. I mean, it's to get all the skills that it buffs, let's be honest. And then the Ricochet chance, I don't know how that works with the Sprinkler, so I want to find out. And then, yeah, we do miss out on our buffs to biodegradation and self-sufficient doing this. Like, it's a Jacob's weapon, and it's a Jacob's Allegiance thing, so, like, maybe it'll feel really good. Also, it's Dove, so I don't know why I was talking about the reload speed, but, like, you know, it is what it is. We'll figure it out. I mean... like, you know...
Gotta piss Mortar off so he'll take the elevator down. Mortar's prize positive. Go find him.
Seems pretty good to me. Yeah, okay. Instead of the Edge Runner, I could also run a max health relic to get an insane health bar. I wish I had a percentile heal skill. I guess that I could get one if I keep going down right tree. Instead of getting extra max health here, I could just get Brassless Boost. But also, stacking more health is funnier, so I might just stack more health.
When the time comes, we'll fight our
Hello, Saturn. Hold on, let me try this. Okay, understood. My bad. We'll win eventually. There we go. Nice. Alright, I've swapped back to the Conjurer for a little bit, just to see the feeling, comparison-wise. I definitely think copyright infringement is stronger. Well, maybe not with good placement. But yeah, I do think that the copyright infringement might be a little better for our build with the explosive damage and stuff. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Either way, we're gonna go fight Terra after this, and we'll just shoot him and see what happens. I might run the Jacobs just because I don't have good ways to buff, like, proc kill skills outside of tentacle phases. So instead of Conjurer, just, yeah, Jacobs about it. We'll see how that goes. Okay, it's not the craziest thing we've ever done. Let's try out a little bit of Lead Sprinkler. That does okay too. I'm curious about Myrmidon though. Yeah. I don't think this is surprising to anybody. Myrmidon gaming is still very real and very alive. And with the explosive kill skill? Oh. Yes. Okay. Oh, there we go. We can play the video game without relying on Kneecapper. We just need kill skill procs and then we're good to go. Honestly, we probably don't even need that. But very, very cool. I could probably run Conjurer for that then. Yeah, proc kill skill and then just do that about it. Since we can't really roll crits on Myrmidon, that might be a thing. And then if I don't really need crits for boss DPS, I guess I don't need Right Tree. Yeah, I was trying to theorize about abusing the crit damage, but like if I just don't need the crit damage, then I'll just roll it back into left tree again. And as much as I like retaliation as a skill, I don't need it. I really, really do not need that at all. Like, maybe the health regen from here would be cool, but I don't want to nerf my mag size. So, like, outside of just using this for movement potential, kind of just eh. The reload's nice, I guess. Reload could be cool. But, like, yeah, just kind of ignore that tree. This does also mean, though, that if we want to do a melee build, we'll have to do a respec into melee. We could average out our build and just make it a little weaker, just to get all 3 trees to just not have to swap gear ever. Because, let's be honest, we have the damage for it, and if we don't have the damage for it, Orc will give us the damage for it anyway. So it could just kind of do that anyway? I don't know. We'll run this for now, though. For sure. And then, yeah, now we can start looking at other stuff. Maybe DR, just 1 point, because that's a lot. And then maybe max this out, because that's a bunch of max health. And then look over here. Let's go turn in quest, and then refight with just Orc effect on Myrmidon. And Rapture is supposed to be better. I was told about it. I don't know if it actually is benefiting properly from fire rate still. Let's go test. I mean, that damage value seems kind of high. That might not be incredible. I don't know. That looks high. That looks like really, really high damage. It's very, very high damage. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that's pretty strong there, bud. And that's without rolling crits.
Keep this going.
And then with Necrotic, which I'm literally just... I know it's Necrotic Touch, but I'm thinking of Necrotic Grips. Of course, this is just all of the damage on ticks. Still visually is horrible to look down the scope in this thing, but like... Yeah. Well, let's go bully the worm twice, I guess. Once with Enrapture, once with Orc Myrmidon. Alright, shooting out a couple kneecappers early to get our stacks up. I mean, like, yeah, that seems pretty good. It definitely is not shooting at the same pace that it's hitting. Okay, let's test out the Myrmidon now. I'm gonna trigger kill skills, and then, yep, after I trigger kill skills, it's gonna dunk. Yep, that's exactly how that went. Okay.
I want it.
Well, I guess now I need to do a kill skill proc to make sure that that's a fair comparison, huh? Okay. That's gross. That's really, really strong. Also, Hornet's Nest might be a move for us. It benefits from Amp Shield, so I'm assuming it benefits from gun damage buffs? And if so, then like, hey, that's just extra supplemental damage. Eh. Okay, take it or leave it.
Everything's gonna die.
Alright. Trigger kill skill. Deal DPS. Yeah, if you ever look at the skybox on accident, it instantly just kills your laser. Just because the laser apparently requires something to lock onto, or like to hit. Necrotic ticks are doing really, really good.
More anarchy.
We might honestly be able to do that rabies build still. They might remove its ability to proc on itself, which is sad. but also apparently that can cause a stacking bug that can cause crashing. But even still, with claws proccing this and then like dealing basically with claws amounts of damage per dot tick is pretty silly. We'll see. We'll see what we get up to. That was how much damage on that tick? Okay, so we could theoretically hit damage cap on dots. Which, like, we'd have to hit someone for damage cap first, mind you. But, like, theoretically, yeah, you could just hit damage cap on a dot. Which is really, really funny. Oh, hold on, let's go back to Sanctuary and just punch a dude in the face. Real quick. That's some pretty big numbers coming out. My shield's not broken. You know, that's a dot. That is a dot. We are level 66, and that is a dot. Now, I'm not gonna say that that's probably super duper strong, but that's super duper strong. God, if I had a melee relic, that'd be damage cap. I might want to put one on. Hold on. Let's go farming. This poor man is just in here ticking away. Yep, that's damage cap. That is damage cap at level 64, 66, whatever. Either way, that's disgusting, and that's 2/3 of damage cap on a dot. That's fun. Well, I mean, I knew the character was strong, obviously. We saw it happen in real time in first playthrough. But, man, that is so dumb. Okay, well, I mean, that's a 9th of damage cap at level 66 without a shield break. And then, of course, yeah, on our shield break, we're dealing damage cap already, and we're ticking for an insane amount. So, absolutely, if you're running a melee build on this character, if you're running literally any build, just buff Necrotic. Probably bump it up to 25%, put all the points in it. It's worth it. Even if it's like, you can just keep hitting them to apply it, why not just have it apply earlier? Because clearly, it's a lot. It's so much that, like, yes. Our log is just full of dot ticks. Dot ticks are making the true damage logger. And honestly, that's like 60% of damage dealt, maybe a little more. So, like, yeah, 60% of whatever damage you put in is just being converted immediately into a gigadot that is insanely high. That's definitely working with Turtle Up for lifesteal, by the way. And is, like, just insane. That's just really, really dumb. Well, that's all I have time for today. This is hilarious. I'm gonna put the melee relic down now, but like, that was pretty funny too. I wonder if you could put on a slag relic after the fact and then just have that tick the enemy away. Hold on, one more thing. So, 60, well, 667? Can't even tell. Either way, too much. Way, way, way too much damage is being dealt here. Right, well, while our poor unfortunate volunteer just ticks away in the background, I'd say productive day. Tomorrow we'll get into DLC and just start frying dudes. Apparently, the Rainbow class mod buffs close combat as well, theoretically. I've been spoiled a little bit by the mod devs, so it's tempting to just rush for OP levels and then just become melee god like we're meant to be. We'll see how we feel about that. Day 4.